All right, everybody, welcome back. We are now at day number, what day are we on? I don't even know. So we are at day number 6. Today is 2/10, February 10th, 2025. We're at day number 6 of the construction project. We ran into a problem already, and here's the problem is that the guys who put up the forms are asking for more dirt. And so the dirt guy was a little complaining about it because he thought he had enough. It was just a little bit of a miscommunication issue. We need to take the measurement from the crown of the road, not from the lowest point of the dirt. And there was just confusion about who was taking it where. End of the day, I had to get more dirt. 2 more loads of dirt on the site, had to get re-smashed down and all this stuff. But I'm going to show you. So right now where we are is on the forms. And all that means is that these guys, what they're doing is they're putting up the concrete things that go right here. So let me show you. So what you're going to see is you're going to see these things here, and you're going to see uh, on the actual on the right now the picture that I'm going to show you, you're going to see these things. It's going to be just wood forms that are going to be holding this concrete in. That's what this is. Whenever you see the picture, you'll see all this stuff the way it is, whatever. That's what we're looking at, and I'm going to show you exactly why that's important because I'm going to go over here toward the uh, foundation plan. All right, so real quickly, one of the things that you want to go out there and do whenever you're supervising one of these projects is you want to make sure that you do in fact have 25 feet from here to here. If you want to measure from the cap out to here, you want to make sure that you have approximately 28 and a half feet. And then you want to measure from here to here to make sure you're about 7.31. And then, same here. That way you know that it's straight. That's essentially what we're trying to do. Now here's the actual slab. I want to show you something about what we're looking at specifically. So these guys are taking the measurements about what they're going to be doing, and the purpose of them putting up these wooden forms is so that it can hold up the concrete once they pour it in. You see, this little area here is a porch, right? And there's another little porch here, which is why you'll notice that the form is a little bit higher here and a little bit lower here is because it's not going to be as high. You don't want the porch to be at the same level as the foundation because when it rains, you want the water to, basically go away from the house, right? If there's rain coming in, and then you have a lip here so that whenever you step into the house, if the water does happen to come up or whatever, you still have another 4 inches that the water would need to rise in before the water comes into the house. So that's pretty standard practice. And then, of course, you guys know that we have this little, design thing in the front of the house. And again, I told you that this little area here was missing because that way it gives the guy that's going to be doing the plumbing ground access into the structure. All right, so like I was telling you guys earlier, you see how right here, let me move this out of the way. This wood is a little bit lower because there's a porch there, and the concrete is not going to go as high as the foundation on that little area. So let's move on. These guys, unfortunately, they were kind of a little bit upset, but I understand where they're coming from as well because this was already pretty much done for them, and now they had to go back. They're going to charge me for the extra dirt. It's not the end of the world, but just a little bit of better communication between the guys doing the foundation and the guys doing the fill dirt. Okay, so I want to show you. I wanted to show you something here about this the slab. So this is not the slab, obviously. This is going to be the form. So you see, this is a 2x10 right here, and then there's another piece of wood here. It's a 2x4. So that's going to give you 14 total inches, okay, of just protection to keep. And this is not the height of the slab. All we're doing is keeping the concrete from coming underneath and just kind of slipping out from underneath here. Okay, that's all we're trying to accomplish with this wood here. The forms themselves are going to be removed, and there should be no concrete just coming out. The footings, which means inside of the forms on the interior side, that's going to be the trenches. I'm going to show you those trenches when it's time to do those, but I just wanted to show you. All right. See, I put the truck there to show you that this fill dirt, this stuff, this orange clay stuff is really, really hard, compact stuff, and it's withholding the weight of the truck, and it's not sinking whatsoever. This is exactly what you want. Whenever you guys are, getting your slabs or your pad, they just call them a pad for the foundation. you want to make sure that it's very, very nice and compact, because the more compact it is, the better of structural integrity that your foundation is going to have. So with my truck, I just drove over it. You can see that it's not even leaving tire tracks, which is exactly what you want. Very cool. All right, let me show you this other little part here. Okay, so this is what I was pointing out earlier when I was telling you that the porch is going to be lower. So you see this wood is not as high as this wood here, and it's because of the porch. The porch is going to be right there approximately. And that's exactly what you want. All right, guys, that's really all I got for an update today. We have rain coming tomorrow. And, you know, man, unfortunately, we were not able to get the plumbers out there. The plumbers told me that, hey, look, if things chill out on Wednesday, we'll go ahead and start doing the plumbing ground on Wednesday. I went ahead and already ordered the material for the cables. So the cables is a standard order. It's the same order that you guys are going to have, the same number of cables, the same number of material and stuff like that. And I'll go through that here probably tomorrow. But I talked to the guy already. And today is Monday, and I said, hey, man, we're probably going to need that to be delivered by Friday. But today I just sent an email over to him and say, hey, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get it on the calendar for Friday. If the plumber can do it, he can usually do the entire plumbing ground in one day. The challenge there is passing the inspection and going through all that portion of it. Okay, so hopefully we can. I told him, I told the plumber, I said, hey, as soon as you're able, you know when you're going to start the work, go ahead and order the inspection for the following day. That way we know. So if we can do it on Wednesday, let's do the inspection for Thursday, and then the cables can get there on Friday. So hopefully all that stuff makes sense. We want to stay ahead of the game. Ensure that your master licensed guys, the master electrician, the master plumber, the master air conditioning guys, are aware that they need to also schedule the inspections for as soon as they're done. Inside the city limits of Willis, we already know that we are a little bit shorthanded when it comes to manpower. So that's one of the reasons we want to stay ahead of that. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Talk to you soon.